So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And back to the keeper. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. More and more pressure on the ball here. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Lovely feet. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Now there's a fine ball. An instinctive delivery. Nesta attempts a clearance. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's got tall! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Tries to play it through. Yamal could try cutting inside here. Oh, he's done very well to take that. He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Not the most accurate pass. O'Shea. And he was quick to react. Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Now that looks a decent ball. And he whips it in. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Vieira. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Been shipped out wide, knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Oh, this looks sharp. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Pepe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's another good win of the ball. Inter Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Pepe. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Cantona. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Bruno Fernandes. It's come backwards here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And this is Messi, opts to play it back. Koller, and he's there to make the challenge. And it's Seedorf. Over to the left. Seedorf. And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Seedorf. And here's Cantona. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And that interception was most necessary. Goes for a shot! And again! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Cantona duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. Pepe. And it's James. Vieira. It's Seedorf. Shifted it to the flank. He is through here. He has a look up. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's going to go a long way. And it's Vieira. Great vision. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Roberto Carlos. The ball has bounced loose now. James. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in space and looking for options. And he's taking no chances there. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Cantona. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Keeper's got good distance on that. Dixon. Ball played for Rijkaard. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ball is over the line.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Pirlo. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rooney. Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos delivers.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Messi. And it's Pirlo. Threads one in, and this is Rooney. Incoming to... Oh, what a climb! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
The
17.
ball is on the spot. Here we
Numero
go.
10. Numero 11. Ronaldinho. Numero 22. O'Shea. Numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9. Van Nistelrooy. Il numero 20.
What a...
Messi.
And it's come back out to him. Goal! Inter! And that is goal number 20. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
James tries to pass it through. Vieira gets into a good position. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He can get that clear. Beckham wins the duel this time. Scholes. And here's Rooney. And he plays one through. And this is Roberto Carlos. He gets big. It's a goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Pepe cuts it out. Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The final 5 minutes. And it's Eze. Dixon. Beckham picks it up out wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ball's gone out of play.
Ci
Pepe.
saranno 3 minuti di
That is
recupero.
good pressure, just hounded him off it. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Scholes. And this is Roberto Carlos. Looks across and plays it in. Can he get it through? Scholes! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Inter e Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defence...
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Yamal. Ronaldinho. O'Shea. Now Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, delightful ball. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. O'Shea. It's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bergkamp. To O'Shea. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now this could be a chance. And this is Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to pass it through. Yamal has it in a wide position. And the shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! Well, that has not gone well. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Threads one in. Yamal's a header! Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Messi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafael Varane. They get a throw in. Baresi. Van Dijk. Dixon. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho with the short one. It's anyone's ball now. And it's O'Shea. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Messi. Mateus. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, super ball! Played in. And it's hoisted clear. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Hullet. And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho. Yamal. Looking tidy in possession here. Shapes to shoot! Hullet.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho plays it short. Inter Milan have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, what has happened here? Out again for a throw-in. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, well played, well played. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. It's played through for him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet. And it's Messi. And the break is on. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mateus. Ah, now can they counter? And it's Van Nistelrooy. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball's gone out of play.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, Van Nistelrooy. Numero 11, Ronaldinho. Numero 10, numero 22, O'Shea.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 17, il numero 20, Messi, il numero
Baresi.
15, Tevez, il numero 4, il numero 24, Beckham. Cambio di giocatori.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, such a clever touch. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Terrific header! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he plays one through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Beckham. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Here's Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, well played, plenty of numbers back. That is ended up in no man's land. Chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Beckham. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, Peter, there's a player out there who'll have more touches than anyone else, I'd expect, and it's Deco, a man who wants to be at the hub of every move his team makes, and it's not all about him either. He really does play for his team.
Gets his head on it! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, super ball! Can he finish? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Del Piero picks it up out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that's the keeper's ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's having a shot! Goal! Inter!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pass somewhat off target.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Koku. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's picked his way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. What a throw in. Brilliantly cut out. Van Nistelrooy. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Deco.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. And this is Ronaldinho. Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just the keeper to beat! Cleared without complication.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Tries to get it clear. Lobbed in behind.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. And Van Nistelrooy! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Dixon, hoisted in, up he goes! And now they can spring out of defence. This is Van Nistelrooy. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Deep cross. Thuram clears it away. Now it's Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, well measured. He's got tall. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Ronaldinho with the short one. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho plays it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Thinks about the shot. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Chance for it! No mistake! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plenty to aim at. Can he finish? No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
That has... and the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Il papà del bambino che indossa una maglietta gialla è atteso all'area informazioni. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Inter Milan kick off the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is a great pick out. And this is Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No way through, so back it comes. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Messi. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter.
Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. There's the delivery. He's dealt with that really well. Goes for a shot! Corner number 4 coming up here. Ronaldinho plays it short. Dixon flings in across.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Nesta makes the interception. And it's O'Shea. Yamal. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Del Piero, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Roberto Carlos. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defend.
Cruyff! Against the crossbar! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nicely aimed pass. Deco. Looking for the run. Del Piero. Baresi gets it clear. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's lofted through here. That's a cute ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Roberto Carlos. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. Pirlo receives it in a good position here. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Del Piero could try cutting inside here. Pirlo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Pirlo clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. And it's played in. Terrific header! Goal, Inter! And they get themselves in front! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number.
Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham with the short one. And here's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played out to the right. Beckham has it in a wide position. There's the shot! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. That's the end. Inter Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's